Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, morning, good morning. God, that reminds me of waking my kids up sometimes. As teenagers. Oh, it's cute, isn't it? Okay. And getting a look of like, huh? I dies it. They're so funny, boys. I'm a boy mum. I'm just the boy whisperer, obviously, but I was a tomboy because of it, right? Boys. Even I remember sitting there, you know, especially being non-verbal, and everyone going, she doesn't have a chance, does she? It's always boys. Everywhere. Go on holidays, caravan park, boys. That was me, right? But you know what? Because of it, yeah, I like boys. Don't go there, okay? But I do. I love chatting to boys. I love, you know, I just have a better connection with boys. But the problem is, when you get to a certain age, it's a problem that comes into that. So naturally, I can't have boy friends, okay? It's the boys that can't do it. They can't. It's a biological thing, isn't it, I guess? But anyway, I have to be with the girls. But then again, I just find the girls that are like me, that grew up in that way, going, yeah, me too. I was a bit of a tomboy. I'd get on that motorbike. I would be like, I'm in first for whatever it was that might have been, you know. I love playing dinky cars, for example. The best thing ever. It's awesome. Anyway, good morning, and my hair is now brushed. Winning! I'm showing my belly there. Winning! I did it. That's okay. The reason why I'm saying that is, well, I can't take all the credit. It's the painkillers that's probably taking the credit for this. No, I had like microdosing, 2 drops of child tramadol. So it's probably like 5 milligrams if it was a tablet of tramadol. Yeah, chemical sensitivity, guys. After microdose, it's actually a known thing, I think, the 22q. So it is what it is. So last night I washed my hair. Feels great. I did almost the full body shower, but not quite. And I need my eyebrows done, but I'm waiting for there's one carer I have, and I know that like she's probably going to be good for this, because you know every carer has their different strengths. I need her to learn to do it from Sir doing it, because he sucks at doing it. No, he doesn't suck at doing it. How I need my Caffey? It's not Caffey. Actually, isn't that South African for coffee? Wow, I wonder if that bounced back in my brain. I think that's the Afrikaans, basically. Anyway, sippy. So I'm glad that a lot of you liked the red card, yellow card, because I just thought, oh my goodness, like I feel like I'm threatening people. I feel like I'm being threatening. Like it's hard for me. Like when I do something that's even just angry, I feel like I'm scared that I'm being, what is it? Like mean. And it's so hard for me to be mean. I'm one of those people that had to learn a long time ago, almost learn how to, like, when there's someone that, you know, someone that's just mean, and you need to be mean back, because it's like you need to stand up for yourself kind of thing. I used to be the girl that was so raised that way, to always be kind and sweet and everything, because that was the culture. which it kind of is toxic. It's extreme religion. And I'm not saying that religion's bad, because I'm religious, okay? Like, look at this. This was next to my bed. I've got a cross out there. I wear my cross, but isn't this beautiful? It's beautiful. But basically, that kind of extremeness, it makes your behavior not defend yourself. So when you're dealing with someone like even a specialist is a bitch. She was a bitch, okay? So even specialists, I find it hard to match the relevant, and in kind of a assertive way. You know how they say, you know, you need to show that you're angry, but in a respectful way, right? That kind of thing. So I just thought, well, this red card, yellow card, I was worried how you guys would receive it, but I think that the way you've received it is great, because I feel like, am I being too mean? But I know I'm not, because like at the end of the day, you have to set your boundaries, guys. You cannot have someone, I guess, gaslight you, who's a public servant that you're paying with your taxes, okay, treat you that way when you are desperately needing, and causing stress to someone with a heart situation. It's a bit stupid. You don't mess around with that. And then someone who's just, I just coming from fainting, and this is the person I am. This is like, how do I say it without, I guess it's the autism and the IDD. I will walk in the door in my wheelchair. I walk in the door. I don't know how else to say it. I rolled in like a wrecking ball. No, I didn't. I wish I was like a wrecking ball. No, sometimes I can be a pocket rocker and be like, when it came to my children. Sometimes I used to be like, yeah, one of my kids got, you know, punched a few times by a boy, and it all ended up an incident at the office, and we're sitting in the office, and I said, is that him? And so it's like, calm down. I'm good. Just let me one. He's like, just calm down. I'm like, no, that little motherfucker's going down. He won't get off that ground. Anyway, it's intense instincts, isn't it? I was like, Mama Bear. It's a real thing. But yeah, like, basically, I walk in and I go, yeah, I'm fine. When she says, how are you, whatever. I'm going all right, you know, all good. I've just fainted. That's me. Okay, and the R word used to be used, and I wish we had a replacement word for that, because it's true, guys. We need to acknowledge that. Let's just be real here, especially for those of us that are in the middle. There needs to be a word for it, because we have a vulnerability that needs to be taken seriously. Because when we walk in the door and go, yeah, I'm fine, how are you? Because we're scripted with ABA, we need help. Because as you can see in that situation, no one's got the time to be thinking about correcting me when such a serious conversation has to take place about oxygen cylinders and shit, you know? So, let alone, you know, one thing she missed too, I was like, you know, but hey, sir, I said, I think it was last night, don't they have to work out, this is me showering. I'll just stop standing in the middle of it, right? Because I'll be like off my chair with shampoo in my hair or something. I was like, you know what, sir, like, don't they have to find out why I've got low oxygen? Even out of a seizure? He's like, yeah, they do. I'm like, huh. Back under the shower, washing off my shampoo. That's autism. If you see Kaylin Short in my recommended viewing, no, it's in my training modules, because she sort of does things that I think are good training things, the way she explains it. I relate to her style, and there's a lot of love on the spectrum people that I relate to, and all in different ways, especially like in season 3. So there was amazing ones, like the boys and the girls are all just, I don't know, like very endearing people they were. I mean, I know that the show the whole time's had that, but just for some reason, season 3 really got me. So it's like, can we bring back the season 3 people to do some more with them? Because I like them. But anyway, like, it's like that, right? We need to, because ABA therapy teaches you to do that. And then you're in this situation where someone's literally abusing you. And then you've got interoception issues that come into that too. So that's a bit of a problem as well. That's the delay processing as well. But we do need a name. That's not the R word, I know, but a name that's showing that vulnerability of the fact that, you know what, I am pathologically naive. Okay, that's dangerous, guys. So I'm like a child that needs to be like monitored with interactions, but in the same breath, I'm intelligent in so many ways. I'd say a savant in certain topics. I know I am. Sometimes it's frustrating when you are, because you can't present it right? So say if I'm trying to present that to the doctor, like I did, perfect communication skills. I can be a communications lecturer. I know everything communications. It's my hyper focus since I was like 23. So anyway, I just wanted to point out that you guys out there that haven't had the proper testing like I have probably don't even know some of your vulnerabilities, because we didn't know about mine. But now we know, looking back, and this is the bad thing. I'm glad for this generation. So happy for them. That's why when I watch Love on the Spectrum, I get so amazed, because like, these people don't have to suffer what we suffered. Because in my generation, us women were so vulnerable, and yet no one knew what was wrong, except like developmental delay, and you know, they got this because of early birth, and that was my thing. You know, she was, you know, very anxious child, and she didn't speak, and blah blah blah, and you know, she's really small, you know, she never didn't grow much, you know. Everything gets, she's hyperactive. Oh my gosh, stop the sugar and stop this and stop that. And they try everything to calm me down. It's like, put her in a bath, just put her in a bath, because that's what will calm me down. Hyperactivity is ADHD, but you know, I'm glad these days they know what it is. I'm sorry though to the families that they're taking money away to you families who really do need it, not the ones that do want babysitting out of it. Like, there is some that want, like, and they don't need the babysitting from it. Like, there's certain levels of autism that don't, you need to just parent that child regardless. But if there is high needs in that autistic for the parent is at risk of burnout, then of course they need assistance. So I'm sorry to you guys who aren't getting it. And then the more severe it gets, I feel sorry even more so for that, because that is a full-on, I see that even for different reasons for us in him. I know what it's like for even some of my carers that might have a lot of shifts in the 7 days with me. They get very exhausted because they have to be on alert with me. It's like a constant, like, she could have a heart attack or stroke anytime. She could have a seizure and not come out of it, and I've got to call an ambulance. Anything like that is a constant, because of my oxygen and my heart problems. So I see the stresses that it causes him and even other people. But I wish for good carers to all of you, and I guess, enough hours. So any of you out there, even if it's chronic illness, it doesn't matter what you've got. It's not just about 22Q on this channel. You guys need carers to come in. And whatever you need doing that you can't do, you need that. And I wish that for you, because that also needs the money, where the money's due there, because I know what that's like. I used to lay on the laundry floor, the kitchen floor, different places. You know, I'm cooking something, don't need to stir it right now, lying on the floor. Or slumped in a kitchen chair that I brought into the, a dining chair that I brought into the kitchen. Or lying on the laundry floor waiting for the washing to finish, because our dryer was in the garage, so I'd have to take it from, because dryers annoy me. They're noisy, they make humidity, which is a sensory nightmare. And then, on top of that, all the stuff you got to clean that it spits out, all of your fibers of your clothes, it's just all over the house. Dust. I mean, it happens, like dust happens, and you've got a lot of things, and you want to see my doll in here, come have a look. Look in this special little, there's a baby in here. Oh my gosh, you got to see my baby. Okay, I've actually got my own baby. So this is like a, what do they call it? A newborn, realborn or something like that. So look how real this baby looks. Look at this. So this is like, I picked one that looks like sort of a combination of my boys, basically. So yeah, but it feels like a real baby, and it's very nice to cuddle. And look, it's a good collectible. Look at it. And it's so sweet. I haven't bought clothes or anything. It's got like real feet looking. So some people will get these dolls for reasons of loss of a child. Doesn't matter what reason. Some of us are just collectors because even though we're supposed to grow out of it, autistics, we just don't grow out of things, right? But it doesn't take away the fact that I'm an adult. I might be mentally 18. It doesn't mean that I'm not an adult. I'm an adult. I know this is just a doll. I'm not going to play with it like a child would. So we don't like being infantilized. I'm just saying that. Us autistics. But isn't it a beautiful, amazing... This was from Shein. Okay. I didn't pay those ridiculous prices. This is like $40. People pay $200 and something up to freaking $700 for a doll like this. I know it's super good, but super cool. $700? Really? Oh, my Shein's coming today. I've got pajamas. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked so real that sorry, I can't help it. Here's your dummy. It's magnetic. The dummy goes on magnet. Who would have thought? It's so cool. So cool. And you know what? Since decorating Nana and Pa's, you know, and I finished it, their gravesite, the purple, it came up beautiful in the love heart. I'm starting to like the purple and pink together. What's happened to me? I've changed. Autistics don't change. We never change our minds in that sense, you know. Was there something else I was going to show you? No, I don't know. Except for, that bath. The bath is amazing, okay? It's just, I haven't spoken about it since it's been put in. So let me speak about it, okay? Because like that, now, if you've got a normal bath, that's great. But I need a safety bath. And basically, this is a safety bath. And it's, you know, installed for a while now. And I forgot to talk about it. It is super cool. These disability baths, especially if there's a bit of a fear we have, you know, when you're a seizure patient. Swimming is a scary concept, guys, for me. If I start seizing, or I just go into my focal, whether I'm aware or not aware, which is a lot, my absence and my focals always happen before my tonic-clonics, okay? I could be in the water and I'll just sink. And I'm underwater a lot because I'm a fish. Actually, I'm a mermaid. Shh. Gotta get a tail of my paddling pool. I'm a mermaid. I want to be a mermaid. We watched Ariel again. I want to be a mermaid. Anyway, I still want to come back up to land every now and then, but just sometimes I want to go back down. I love that sound. I used to lie in the bath, ears under, going, oh, we're on a ship. We're on a ship. Oh, there's a bit of a wave there. And you hear that. I loved it. Anyway, with this bath, I can't do that. But there's a little footwell that luckily, because I'm tiny, this is the good thing about being petite, I just squat down and it's like, oh, it's right up to my neck and it's like, oh, it's nice. And it's safe still, guys, because that door, Matt just has to open if I went into a seizure and he was majorly concerned. And, well, it would flood my stuff and ruin my stuff. But that's just my life. But yeah, that's why I don't bath when I feel like I'm going to have a seizure. Because, you know, I've got to watch my pre-ictals. But even if I did, just the plug itself is such a quick empty. It's not like a normal plug. It's a quick empty. Got a chain and everything. I feel like I'm in the old-fashioned days, which is lovely. It's like, oh, I'm in the days when the ladies with the long dresses and they got into the bath and they just soaked until their husbands got home. Let's not talk about what happened later. Anyway, romance. Maybe I should be reading romance novels or something. Am I getting sappy in my old age? I'm 51. But then again, guys, this was me too when I was young. Mental age is 18. But just saying, like, when I was young, I was just so intrigued with the olden days in the sense of just the simple life of living on a property, you know, with horses, and your man goes out and he does all those things and comes home. I mean, this isn't for all of you, okay? Don't take it as being this is how I'm telling you how to live your life. Everyone's different. That's what makes the world colourful. And I'm an abstract artist. I need colour. So just be colourful. But I'm just saying, don't pick on me for my just thing. And it's just like me making bread, you know, barefoot and pregnant. I like that concept. I'm not against it at all. It's supposed to be talking about the bath. Anyway, it is great. It is improving, of course, keeping clean. Hygiene is number one with health, right? And second to that, the pain relief that it does give me. That I'm falling asleep like that. Compared to before the bath, I do think that, like, those nights, whether it's, and even if it's to calm me down autistically, right? Like I said, as a kid, a bath calms me down. So say if at night time, which is, you know how I've been through a lot of stresses, you know, just like the health system was trying to kill me for a long time. And I don't know, they're trying to act like they want to save me now, but we'll see. Time will tell. Actions is what I judge. But basically, you know, they've been trying to sort of just let me just go. And I've been like, God, just don't, just out of like spite. Let's just get them back because they're being evil people. They're being demonic. Like, let's just push back because that's just wrong. And it seems to be working. But anyway, like, as you can imagine, that kind of stress keeps you up at night because you are thinking, oh my goodness, I could die tomorrow because of medical neglect. So, and even 22Q could take me. Especially when the February, that shook me a bit to the point of like, oh, I've got to start taking this more seriously in these ways and these ways. which I wasn't, or I need to start preparing myself. I'm being naive and ignorant and just trying to, oh, this isn't all happening, kind of an attitude. And yeah, like having so many met calls and being woken up early hours in the morning. I gotta take your blood pressure because your heart rate's 33. And I'm like, shit, it's not good. So, meaning I could die in my sleep. So, you know, you can imagine I just get stressed sometimes. It's finished. I keep sipping it. Look, besties, all of us. Oh, can you imagine if we all got together, had a yarn? That's what the Australians call. Have a chat, talk. For me, if you socialise with me, the type of person I am, is my ADHD just goes nuts if I'm around people that are like, right, I'm here and I'm not negative vibe people. They just make me just go, oh gosh, oh, I've got depression. Sarah, I've got depression. I can't be around, like, you know, those pessimistic people, those I can't, like, I literally end up, for some reason I'm contagious with it with my autism. It makes my brain go, oh, depressed, oh, this is heavy. I don't know why I carry other people's depression, but I do. So anyway, if it's normal people that are sort of just people that are okay, you know, I just get so hyped, right? And I'm the life of the party because I'm so excited. I love people. That's what I was saying about, you know, aerial thing. I need to, you know, come to land. I need my feet. I need to dance. I need to have fun. And then, though, I get a hangover socially. So I've got to go down back in the water where it's quiet. So it is a hard thing having autism. It's not always easy. Just like the girl from Ticking Tourette's, I think her channel is, which she's a really lovely girl, and she's got Tourette's, I'd say, like very severe, and you know, she was saying it too, you know, Tourette's isn't always funny. So just know that too, guys. Like with me, I don't want to show you the highlight reel. It's not always funny. Sometimes in certain situations, it just makes me an asshole or look like an asshole. And when I take ownership of the asshole, that's because I feel guilt. Because just to let you know how some of us with Tourette's feel, yes, I know it's a neurological disorder that's going on, right? But it's me that's saying it. So I take accountability. It's really hard. Really hard. So, and it's the same with any of our conditions, isn't it, guys? Like, you know, autism isn't always easy. When you're sitting in a room with adults, your whole adult life, and you're like, I'm not a real one. I don't know what that meant. What do they say? What does that mean? Yes, smile. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was winging it, you know, and being taken advantage of and being abused, and just so many, you know, like by friends, just by people, just totally, like, if you want to watch a movie to know how some of us feel, Please Stand By is a really good movie. That was me when I was young. If you met me at 20, you go, no, nah, you're not her. Who the fuck are you? You wouldn't recognize my, like, certain things you would, but I wasn't, I don't know what it was. I think it was like I was so shut down from childhood, so told to shut the fuck up that I did. when I learned to speak. Can you imagine? Sir says it all the time. He goes, you just start speaking, and then what I'm hearing is in the years that you're speaking, and of course ADHD goes fast, and see, adolescence hormones make ADHD go nuts. But yeah, you know, like I'm like all like animated and starting to become a little bit of me, and you shut down. I said, yeah. Instead of having parents that cheered me on and went, you know what, I'm so proud of her, look at that. She's even funny. Wow. No, I didn't get that. I don't have attentive parents. I have parents that are like, punch and a kick. What the fuck is wrong with you, kid? Toughen the fuck up. If you can't take my punch and kick, how are you going to take everyone else's out there punch and kick? And then they say, oh, you got a chip on your shoulder. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You scared the shit out of me my whole childhood by smacking the fuck out of me, punching the fuck out of me, putting me into my room for a meltdown as if I'm like the devil, making me feel like, yeah, I felt like a devil. I knew the Bible, guys. I was raised on it, so I felt like I was the devil. No kid, just because they have autism, should sit there and go, I'm the devil. No. So that just makes you think, right? So that's why I'm saying I'm so glad. Now, my family's different to other families, so let's make sure here in this example of a real world implication situation of a autistic who struggles in what I'm just saying. Every family is different in how they treat their autistic in the middle. Everyone is different. That was just my experience though. But luckily I had a lot of great friends that, because they got to know me, they got to see the real me, and this is kind of the me that you're seeing now. There was very few people along my life that saw that person, and some of them only saw a little bit of that person, really. I think if anyone from my past watched my videos now, they go, shit, girl, I thought you were just going to be one of those, like, you know, girls, you know, I just thought, nah, you're fucked. You are not going to be able to defend yourself against a fly, okay? A fly's going to come and you're just going to let it sit there. You're not going to go, I've come a long way. So there's hope, guys. If anyone has a 22Q child or an autistic child, please just encourage and cheer and be there for the failings, and don't make them feel awful, but do acknowledge why. Because to pretend like, oh yeah, no, I'm just going to be so positive. No, that's the remote control, son. We don't eat it. He's trying to eat the remote control. Oh, he stopped. Thank goodness. He's going for his brother's tail now. I don't know if that's better, but... So, yeah. Anyway, just saying, autistics have it hard too. It's not always fun and easy, and especially when you're a 51-year-old, that there's so many judgments I could get, as you could imagine. Look at my bedroom. Look at what some of my interests are. Some. But what I'd like people to also focus on is, you know, the stuff that I do well. The stuff that I've spent, like in my psychology, formally started studying it in 2000, and haven't stopped. Informally haven't stopped, and it's my thing, and that's what most autistic girls are into, psychology. We just didn't understand people, that's why. We just thought, and before that, when I was pregnant, self-help books. Like I used to say, can I have extra allowance of books, please? Thank you. Because I need to know all this stuff. I was probably one of those dorks who used to say that too. Like, I need all this. this is a good book. And it probably says, you know, like, I feel like I cannot speak in social settings for some reason. I don't know why. Some book like that, you know? Oh, I need that book. Like this, the absolute no filter is real with autism in your 20s. I needed supervision. So some of you who've had people like make sure, because they know better in your generation, have been watching over you, I'm glad, because, oh, yeah, it's needed. It's needed. Bad things can happen. And just embarrassing things too, you know. I still do it. I still do embarrassing things because of my mental age. You can imagine I still do embarrassing things. I still cross lines, do the wrong thing, and I still have people go, oh, why are you doing that? And it's like, have you forgotten I got autism? You did, didn't you? You forgot. You looked at the outside and you looked at certain things only because, you know, sometimes people see what they want to see. And like, and that's great. I want people to look at me as a person and not focus on you just an autistic, but just, that's the tism. That's the autism. That's what's, yeah, completely, that's what it is. Can we start again? Teach me. Just teach me. But with respect, don't speak to me like a child, but teach me. And sometimes repeatedly, I have to be taught how to behave, but be nice about it. That's what autistics need. But unfortunately, we're still waiting for society to catch up, aren't we? But I have faith because Love on the Spectrum does so well every season. People like it. But the problem is, the people that, you know, I see myself in so many of the girls. And it's like, but when I am like exactly like they are, but then again, they probably are getting the same thing when they're off the show. This is the sad thing. No. Naughty boy. Sorry, I'm having to educate this toddler thing, this furball thing. Yeah, him. Toddlerhood's fun, isn't it? Hi. No. This is a sterile environment. I just sterilized a few things yesterday. And Mummy's neutropenic right now. We got the blood results the other day. So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's getting better. Wow. Was that a jump up just to say, screw you, Mummy? You dug your claws in. Ow, my thigh. How come you're so cute, but you're so vicious? He's vicious. Okay? Yeah, they do that. And that's what they're like in the wild. Don't get out your car if you go to the safari park. Okay? Stop doing that dumb shit, people. Okay? Because they look cute like that. Oh, the big ones are so nice in the sun. Hi, tourist. Oh, I did it. I winked. Alright, I should be. I did it. I winked. I actually, wow. Anyway, just don't get out to take that good picture. Buy a good picture. Because they look like that and they can go from that to like, and compared to that can't eat me, no. I know that. The big ones can. Especially with me. I mean, they'd be disappointed at the lack of meat. But anyway, they get a little bit from me. I've got rolls at the moment. So, but yeah, they could eat me pretty quickly. I've seen when I was in South Africa, the safari parks, and they eat the springbok, and they eat them, and you just go, oh, it was alive 2 seconds ago, running, and now it's food. It used to break my heart. I literally was crying, and everyone was like, all of my, you know, mum's cousins like, it's okay, sweetie, it's okay. I'm like, I'm shaking my head as if like, what are you exposing me to? This is my worst nightmare. I mean, I loved many other parts of it, don't get me wrong. Seeing the elephant, seeing the monkeys, not the ones with the big fangs, the baboons. Oh, scary motherfuckers. Scary. And the bush pigs as well, or whatever they call them, the boars, I think they call them there. But anyway, go to a safari park if you go overseas. It's bloody amazing. But don't get out your car and take a picture of the lions and tigers and leopards. Okay? Where'd that person go? Was that a glitch in the matrix? I don't know. I don't know if they can eat as fast as they can run, but I tell you what, if they can eat as fast as they can run, don't take the picture outside the car. I didn't even know if I would be feeling safe in a car, knowing what I know now as an adult. But the worst thing was just to say, autistics are annoying. Guess what happened? Okay, I called him my uncle, but he was my mum's cousin. Okay, his name was Christoph, right? Like Frozen. It's pretty cool, right? But anyway, he's being naughty. He drove a little bit off the track, off the road to the elephants. So the elephants got protective because there was babies. So then the elephants start coming towards us. You know, the stampede that they talk about? Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So vinyl seats in those days, you know, in the 80s, even in South Africa. Well, I wet myself. Yep. And everyone else. That happened. It's a great day at the safari park. And then a monkey took my sausage roll. I got another one. It's okay. I need my, you know, sausage roll was like, Australia. I miss my home. I want to go home. Every night I think I did that. Autistic. But yeah, give me a sausage roll. I need the feeling of Australia. Because I did have the meat pie. And that is a thing. Meat pie and sauce and the footy. Yep, Australia. 100%. But I'm just saying, like, I used to choose a sausage roll. So I chose the sausage roll to have that familiarity. But of course, I don't think it was exactly the same. Because in South Africa with their meat, they're very good at, I like it now, good at making it more tasty than just our sausage rolls are plain, really. But anyway, have a good day, guys. Thanks for the chat. As in, thanks for listening. And hope you enjoyed my stories. And I hope that if you're not an autistic, that you can think about what autistics on the spectrum that you think might be just always just having it easy. No, there's challenges. Okay. And some of those challenges, even with the best of therapies, can't be resolved and still keep coming back to us being problematic in our life. I'm even struggling with, you know, something's going to happen and all of a sudden it's not happening. And then these massive changes all the time happening that I can't control because I have to make some changes too as well. But I know I'm going to be set off by it. So I still can't deal with change. I still have transition problems. I'm still struggling with that. So, yeah. Have a good one. I hope you really do. And take care if you are not well yourself, because I care about you too. This is the besties chat. We're all besties here. No one is excluded here. This is a safe place. This is a place where we say everyone is worthy and everyone is equal to each other. We all deserve all the things that we need. For starters, we do have to remember that wants are like icing on the cake. The real thing is the needs, isn't it? Really. Especially right now with the fact that the world has changed and everyone's struggling. So the struggle is real. Cost of food is affecting us. This week, I really went, this is getting harder. So, Mr. Albanese, can you just fix that, please? It's food. It's in the basic human rights. Why is food so expensive? Nothing's changed in how we... Anyway, not going into an economics lesson, are we? No, I could. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.